Can't even clap a beatbox.
Sorry,
man.
Do it quick. It's like asking a rapper to spit a quick 16. Let's make a quick beat there fast.
Hey, you put me on the spot.
On the spot.
Nah.
Get this man's Ableton out
That's not
right now.
I introduce myself like I'm a famous dude. Like
You must people know you as JTI, bro.
Woo, bro.
Everyone.
I don't know.
1,000 of our subscribers.
Literally.
Damn.
Also, shout out for 1,100 subscribers.
Hey, yo.
That's huge. That's huge. Shout out. Yo. Good mornings.
Welcome back to the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast. This is Gremlin
Foreplay. It's KANE.
and guest or co-host.
You said, guys, you said, let's have a PR safe podcast. I need you to ask me structured questions. I need to know what's going to be asked because you know PR. So he's a guest. You can't co-host because MRB is not going to let the chopper sing.
Yeah. So we're scrapping all the questions that we prepared.
Yeah. What do you think about the... Sorry.
All right. Welcome
We're not
to
starting.
the podcast. The
Yeah.
Let's Talk Foreplay
Oh, yeah,
podcast. MRB. Yeah.
Been a time in the making. Can't lie. I think you were at the list of like one of our first people that we wanted to get as a guest when we
Literally.
first started out.
Season 1.
Yeah, and this was... How long we have this thing now? Almost 2 years.
Year and a half.
Yeah, no,
That time I had nothing to give you, that's why.
Nah, not even, bro.
Let's see what he's gonna do first.
I mean, in all fairness,
Fair.
the growth has been exceptional. Like, I think one of the standout things outside of the music, because we know you've been good at music for years. I think the one thing that really drew my attention in was BAZE and the community you've created with BAZE. And I think that's probably something that I want to start talking about first. But let's get into, so we can recap. How was Halo?
Weekend recap.
Stop it, man.
This guy. Let's start with you. How was your weekend, brother?
My weekend was lekker. I didn't gig I don't always gig weekends. Had a lekker braai pizza night at home with friends. Klomp wine. Obviously, I work for
You
a
work
company.
in the wine industry, yeah.
Had some Cap Classics, and you don't know what that is.
Don't.
That is champagne, but in South Africa, if it's made here,
Oh.
it is called Cap Classic. So,
Okay.
nothing
You
much.
learned
just
something new.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. I didn't know that. Genuine.
So your day job is what exactly?
I'm a trade marketer for this
A wine
company,
company.
a wine company.
You can plug them.
Nah, I don't.
I
I don't see bottles of wine here.
Yeah, so I work for a wine company. I am a trade marketer, and trade as in on consumption, off consumption, which is retail and restaurant.
No sponsors here.
Not yet. Yeah,
Damn.
so
Sell wine at the
Um,
cave, man, bro.
yeah, so that's essentially what I do. I make sure the brands look pretty off and on consumption
Fire.
in those settings.
In those settings. That's dope.
Okay. So little house jewel, but last weekend was
BAZE.
BAZE house party edition. Right?
It's always a house party
Yeah.
edition.
No, was at your house.
No.
No.
It was at.
What did
It was.
What did you?
It's
do
called.
that
It was
at
called
your
In the
house?
Mood.
Yeah, pizza evening with the friends.
I had pizza evening with the
That's
friends.
past
There's
weekend.
something. I swear I thought you said
They
you were
were
gonna have
clean
BAZE
pie,
at your
they were-
house.
Cleaning the pipes for the
BAZE.
for BAZE.
Ah.
for BAZE.
All right.
That's
what
one
I-
is a
that's what I
terrible.
thought.
You were there.
No, that's man. You come like look here. That's man come.
Here
All
we
time
go.
is 6 o'clock now.
You were
So-
eating all the food and now
So
you're complaining.
we have a schedule, right? Every Monday 6
We're
to 8
on a
PM.
schedule right now and you're talking
Every
shit.
Monday 6 to 8 p.m.
You're
right?
wasting time with this conversation. Our guest is driven all the way from Worcester. to be with us.
You see, he doesn't even know where this man came from.
Came
I
all the
told
way
him-
from
I
Plettenberg.
told him literally it feels like a booster.
Nah,
Klapnuts.
guys, please get in the comment section and flame grill this man. He doesn't respect our time or anyone's time.
Yes, please do that, guys.
Please.
Please do
He
that.
needs to learn some
Just so
etiquette.
Kane can be happy.
DJ etiquette also.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Stop fighting.
this one. Okay, fire. So you just chill the little get together.
Yeah, it was just the friends. It was actually to celebrate something that's happening next month.
You prematurely celebrating it.
Well, it's already set in stone. So,
But we won't talk about it today.
Can't talk about
I
it.
can't talk about it yet,
NDA.
but I can exactly say that
That's happening.
some things are happening music-wise.
Ooh.
I just couldn't finish, or well, not finish in time, but I couldn't show them in time because it was a behind-the-scenes type of thing.
Yeah.
Because the guy who took the footage for me couldn't finish it in time. So
Oh no, it's gone.
timing is everything. So
Yeah.
I think I should anyway rather wait until the actual thing is out and then put the behind-the-scenes out.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
like a
Yeah.
making of vibe. Yeah. No, definitely that. I had a chill weekend. It was first Thursday. First Thursday, Jago.
Sorry, before we go on,
Yes.
I have to make a statement about First Thursdays.
Oh no.
A certain DJ in this room played the same set as another DJ in
My
this
God,
room.
bro. As if I was there for the whole hour and I studied every song that he played. It was 2 hours apart, bro.
Went through
Like,
the same transitions as well. He just did it in reverse.
like, as if I'm supposed to know that, bro. Like, I got there 10 minutes before
You know,
his set ends and Brody's
Brody's
going
actually
on.
an asshole. The reason why Foreplay is even a thing is because we think about music the same way. We have
Yeah.
so the fact that we can go and play,
For instance,
not even hear each other play music, but
when
end up
last did you play Shake Your Ass?
That night.
Mystical.
You're long time
Exactly.
ago, bro.
So
What
it's
are the
trending on
chances?
TikTok now, and we're thinking to ourselves, okay, let's play
Literally,
it.
bro. And you know what?
Is that
It
such a
trending.
shocker, Brody?
Because I
We
did
have
a...
we have a-
Nah, but
No,
Brody's
no,
an
no, no,
asshole.
no, 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 don't
I
come
said, that's
fucking
fine. No,
throw
you
a-
like to antagonize.
Throw a
no.
bomb and then
It was a good night though. It was
But to
our
be
first
fair,
time out in months.
there was just like...
really.
I haven't been out since like probably Feb, bro.
That's true.
March.
There was that was a solid like 15 minutes
They
of
haven't been out.
you like playing the
Not
same
shooting.
stuff.
For real.
Yeah, like a solid 15
Like
minutes.
like
Like
what?
the first 15 minutes.
First 15, Shake Your Ass.
Kwang met ons.
Yeah.
And you were there when I played it.
Yeah, but no one
Yeah,
was there when you
Kwang
played it.
met ons. Yeah,
What did you say now?
you said no one else was there when I played it.
The
I
staff was
literally
shorting,
opened
man.
up I opened up the whole
The
thing.
staff was
bro.
shorting.
The staff was- Nah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
wasn't
the-
that bad,
yeah,
Brody.
The staff were locked, bro.
Wasn't
Wasn't
that
that
bad.
bad. Anyways,
But then you did play super early though.
I played
8 o'clock.
8 to 9.
That's early.
I mean, yeah.
I can't tell if it was quiet for that time
Nah.
or if it usually is like
No,
that.
it was. It's usually like that. So usually the outside section will pick up from like 9:30, 10.
I thought it would be the other way around.
You know, it's the
With people
strangest thing
outside.
that you're talking about. I've never been to a First Thursday before, ever,
Is it?
in my life.
I mean, you live in the north, so like coming to town for that does feel like
Well, it's not even that. I just
this man's
Alk, what are you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm trying to get the mic close to his mouth.
this man's
bro.
intrusive thoughts is winning, bro.
nah, like I've never ever been, I was never booked for First Thursday. Never. As I always ask myself, like, how do I get to certain places in my
Yeah.
life? Was like, I never did the things that most of the people did.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about it actually. So it was last year. Last year you put out a statement separating yourself from the commercial aspect of DJing. So basically closing yourself off to commercialized gigs in club settings, things that doesn't necessarily relate to your journey as a producer and as a DJ and where you see yourself going like with your music and that sort of thing. Because like commercial space is not a safe space to play what you play
Yeah.
and to play your music. So what was the thought process behind that at the time?
So I was actually gonna give it still another month. I was like, gonna be like, not June. I think it's June, July around there. I was gonna give it till August because August was when I was gonna bring BAZE back. Because BAZE, we softened down after Feb, the last collab I did with Enrico. Softened a bit down because I needed to. It got a bit watered down, man.
Yeah.
BAZE wasn't what I started it to be. It wasn't there anymore. And it's not that the collaborations watered it down, it's because I wasn't at the forefront of running it. It was both me and Enrico doing the collab, so we both had 50-50 say. It was one thing that contributed to me ending it soon. I was like, kill it before it breeds. I'm not going to mention the names. I'm not going to mention where it happened, but I was playing at a club. I was playing for one of the guys. Sounds weird. But yeah, I was playing for one of the guys. my set got cut short. It was a 30-minute set.
So it was a 30-minute set,
And
but
they
it got cut.
and it
even
got cut
short.
short.
Why?
That's crazy.
Because there was no one on the top floor.
Oh, two venues. Two
Two
dance
floors.
Yeah, two
Okay.
floors
So wait, they cut your set short because there was no one.
on top. But there was 20 people on my left.
Oh yeah, I was there that night. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And-
doesn't make any sense though.
Yeah, so the second time I got booked to play there, it was also a half an hour set.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing happened. There was no one there was a lot of people at the bottom, but they moved everyone to the top.
So wait, is the
And-
DJ booth at the top?
No, so there's
Two dance floors.
two
Oh.
dance floors.
But what's the point of the whole top-down situation?
Two dance floors.
Like, why
two
you-
different vibes.
Yeah, but why are you cutting my set at the bottom if there's no one joining at the top?
They wanted to move everyone to the top. And then
That just sounds like a
And-
cock event.
now look like when I came there, it was mooring. That's the same night I met Teddy. And I just came on. Guys was playing on my piano. Perfect transition for me to do 3-step.
Yeah.
And that was also when I was dabbling in that genre. And then they came to me like, yo, bro, we're moving everyone to the top. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll play like my set done. And then, like, out of respect, you know, like,
Yeah.
let
You
the
booked
man,
me, bro.
let the man play the set done. Didn't happen. I just heard the stuff is going softer around me. My girlfriend was telling me at the time, just take your stuff and let's go. And my two friends were with. They're usually with me when I gig. And they were like, nah,
So this happened
Fuck this.
twice.
Same place.
same place.
Same event.
And then that was the night when I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Because I'm not saying that I've been in the trade long enough to have respect, but I think it's just a general respect that we should have for each other. Like, if your event is doing shit, like, just let us play done. You booked us. It's no point. I'm only going to play 12
Yeah,
minutes.
especially and like the thing is, it's half an
Only
hour.
half an
It's
hour.
only half
Yeah.
an hour,
So
bro.
like 3 tracks for you, bro.
Exactly. Not even, because the song is like 7 minutes, bro.
It's like the 1.5.
Yeah.
That's
That's
kind of
crazy.
crazy though. Because what do you mean? You what do you mean? Number one, it's a 30-minute set, and number two, it's like, oh, I didn't compensate or like think of enough people for both top and bottom, so now I'm just gonna shut down the bottom. Why even do both floors in the first place?
Yeah. And you know what? No, like, that was like the last straw, but the contributors came from 2023 specifically.
Hmm.
I think I had one of my busiest years in 2023. Played very often at Destiny, but that was also where my sound started drowning. My brand started drowning. People didn't know what I was playing anymore.
Yeah.
And
So you were playing at Destiny, which is very commercial, but you were still trying to do
MRB.
MRB vibes.
yeah.
Okay.
And when I started playing hip hop,
Oh.
That was when
That's
I
a
was-
turning point.
that was when I was like, nah,
Mm,
no ways. Because
Yeah.
now I'm folding
yeah.
for those people.
Yeah, you fold.
And these people that were there, they were like they're excited to see me play, but then I don't play what they know me
Yeah.
for.
Mm.
And that's when I realized now something needs to change. And also at BAZE, I was playing in between. I was playing like Drake stuff. I was playing. I guess it was weird.
Yeah.
It was just weird. And when I started BAZE in that first year, 2022, my sets were always house music.
Yeah.
So 2023 was that changing season for me where I was like, okay, I'm conforming too much now. And people's like, oh, we're gonna book you for a house set, but you put me on at like 9 o'clock. No one
Doesn't do anything.
it
for you.
doesn't really help. And then I realized that I'm actually just an advertising tool for events. We say 10 people on a lineup. Let's say my story viewers get 400 views. Amongst 10 of us times, 400 views times 10, that's an advertising tool. I was like, nope,
Mm.
this is not what and that's when I realized like my viewership also started going down
Because now people are seeing this commercial side of you.
and also Instagram as an app, it's not a place where they don't want you to sell stuff there.
Mm.
Because we're redirecting people to buy tickets. They want to make sure you're staying on that site
Mm.
as long as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, the turning point happened last year, and I won't forget. Enrico still asked me when I put that post out. He asked me, "Bro, so like, are you gonna make money now?"
Valid question,
I
bro.
raised him like, I don't know.
Valid
I
question.
really don't know, and I still think that he would still be the one person I'd be open to do work for, but also with me taking that full step where I'm like, nah.
Hmm.
That's when I like realized, okay, I need to now actually let this thing play through and see what happens. 2 weeks later, Waggy messages me, and he's like, "Yo, bro, I'm starting to throw events at Tigers Milk, La Parada. Um, can we put you on?" And I was like, "Okay, cool. Something is now gonna happen." And then he booked me, and then I saw the lineup, and it was like Ryan Page, Leighton Moody, Eddie Fleming, and then I was like, "This is exactly where I need to be.
1000%.
This is where I need to be." And this was twice a month from August right up until December. Twice a month. It was La Parada Constantia or it was Tigers Will Claymont, like rotating the whole time.
You play there as well, right?
No, different thing.
Different video.
Different, yeah. Also Waggy though.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like since then, I was like, you know what? The less gigs that I'm doing now, it's actually paying the exact same amount that I
That-
was when I was
yeah.
doing like 3 or 4 on a weekend.
But also in that same breath, because you're doing less, you also charge more because now it's specific things that you want to do.
It's also an exclusive thing of you. You're gonna DJ at this time on a Saturday.
But
instead
you're
of-
only gonna see me that time
you're
on
only
that
gonna see me
Saturday.
That time on a Saturday.
Yeah,
You're not
so-
gonna see me all weekend.
So your value as a performer actually increases because now people know shit. If I wanna go, and now you also playing MRB. You're back
Yeah.
to doing what MRB does, so people know like, oh shit, if I
And
wanna
look here,
watch that.
those events were sit down. Like I had like 5 friends joining on the side, but there was a moves a learning curve that I learned out of that, and it was knowing your place on the lineup. Like I noticed that you don't need to play a headlining slot. Every slot is a headlining slot if you make it like that. I didn't know that you can like, and if I compare like that period to BAZE, which is why BAZE turned the way it is now, it's because everyone knows their role on the lineup. Snyder's doesn't come there and like show off. He's just playing.
I mean, he
And-
shows off all the time. Be
and-
honest.
Well, look, but I'm just saying like nobody outshines anyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Everyone's good in their own
Like
niche.
we literally standing together, like we like 5 matchsticks and we just put it next to each other.
Yeah.
When you light it, it all just sparks.
So
That's
let me ask you a question. So, if I had to compare the hip hop R&B scene to the house scene, if we had to say like the DJ before you burned you basically, what would the house equivalent of that be? Because it's the music itself is calm. It's energetic for those that love it, but you can only go that far with deep house and house music, right? So what would you feel like, oh shit, this guy before me maybe took it a little bit too high than what I wanted it to be. Now you maybe have to match that or bring it down or go higher or something like that. So like in the house music scene, how does somebody actually
Burn you.
burn you or show off?
Or is there a level of respect of, I know what they're gonna do? Because I also think about it as most of the house DJs or the big ones have their own music, so you know that they're gonna play within that certain range that fits their
Yeah.
music.
Let's take that out of the equation and let's just say DJs.
Okay.
Let's say just a DJ lineup. Obviously, if you're on a lineup, say for instance the one you spoke now about Waggy with Leighton,
Ryan Page.
etc.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty much the only producer that's actually putting out consistent music on there. So take that away. Like, is there an element of that, or is it just 5 matchsticks, you all burning the same, and that's easy?
Look, so for example, with BAZE now, this previous one we had Leighton Moody on, because I've watched him play and I watched his streams, not his streams, but like
The live sets.
the live sets,
Yeah.
because I've watched it before. I know in what pockets he will dabble in. And that's why, and you can ask Snyder, I said in the group, I need you guys not to play in those pockets where he will potentially play. Because there was also new guys on the lineup. There was
In
Jared.
terms of songs,
Yes, song
specific
selection.
songs.
Yes.
Okay.
Song selection. So there was Jared, there was Naidu. Naidu taught me how to produce. So
I met Naidu at UWC, and I've only ever seen him at BAZE, bro. That's just a weird crossover. But okay.
yeah. So he taught me how to produce. And that was his first ever gig that he played.
Wow.
This
And
past one.
this past one was the first
Wow.
one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was drunk one night and I just told him, nah, I'm going to put you on. And then he was like, nah, I'm ready, let's go. And then he reminded me the next and I was like,
Oh, I said that.
yeah. But I look there. But look, Faye, he actually went to go and hire decks and he went to go and
We
practice.
went to go learn a little, yeah.
Cool.
So, to come to that point that you're making, I told him, don't dabble in those pockets. Because out of respect, I need to give this guy
The room.
the room to play, you know.
Yeah.
And
The
luckily
headline
for
also.
him,
Yeah, headline.
luckily for him, he has music that not all of us has.
Mm.
And
For Nadu.
no,
No,
Later.
Later,
Okay.
yeah.
I heard New Day thrice on the same night, and I said, guys,
Please don't.
please, like you can play anything,
Just not that.
just like not the stuff that you might just play. So like he played it at the loft, so I knew most likely my dad
He
would
might,
be.
yeah.
But also his set was very like you couldn't assume that he was gonna play what he was gonna play.
It was
I was literally standing on the side,
Mm.
and my friend took a video of me, and I'm just watching Brian. I'm just watching this Brian, just like nodding my head. And I saw the video the day after, and I told my friend, "Yeah, that's me watching my 3-month-old." Because I told him earlier, I wanted to book him in 2022 already. But then I thought of you.
What do you mean?
I thought of you
Instead.
instead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were talking about.
Yeah. Man, even forgot that I booked him. But okay, it's cool.
No. I didn't realize that was the context.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
look, at the time I was trying my best to like get someone because I'm a marketer by trade as well. So the things that I do, it's not necessarily like just because I'm smart to do it. It's strategic.
It's
Strategic. Yeah.
intentional, yeah.
Gremlin was his 3-star champ, and that's trust already.
Yeah.
The North, they only know of coming to town to get like that level of entertainment. And I met him at Sip and Show. Met him there. And then I just told him, bro, like I might want to book you. Can I get your number? I thought this was going to be like, nah. But anyway, he gave me the number and then I booked him. But the plan behind that was for BAZE to kind of be trusted as a brand. Because it was the third event that we did.
Okay, it was still new.
So you
Yeah.
were,
Okay.
so you was like not the cornerstone, but like a part of. I need to get these people on board with me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get someone.
You need to build
So
trust.
So what was it before? How was it like the first two?
Now, the first two was good. It was
Okay.
just that I needed like some change.
Just to
And also, I love taking risks. I thrive on taking risks. So I was like I mean, the rate that I paid him, that was the first time I paid someone so much money. So you can imagine the stress that I was having, like the numbers. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't make enough numbers yet.
Valid.
And I wasn't working at the time.
Oh,
So-
that's even more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like BAZE has been running off of
Hopes and dreams.
hopes and dreams.
Oh, you were studying at the time.
I was studying, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
where were you studying?
CBUT down.
Why are you laughing?
I was
My
tech-
mom was his lecturer, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, so
fire.
that's it.
Easy.
Great.
Well, I was actually done that time.
Oh, okay.
I was done that time. I had a part-time job, but like it was paying me like 3K on a month.
Oh, damn.
That's
So
crazy, actually. Let's talk about BAZE, for example, right?
I
So,
didn't actually answer your question though.
about the what's a
Like,
burn?
how
I
do
feel
you-
like you did. I feel like you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So on that topic of BAZE, right? You're very structured, tight knit when it comes to your lineup, you know. So like there was one day I had a conversation with Snyder because he's like one of your resident DJs at BAZE, and he was explaining like your concept behind why the lineup is a certain way. So you have a select group of DJs, like Snyder's is one of them. RIP where he was one of
Mm.
them as well.
Waggy.
Waggy, Liam Q.
Sometimes Taylor will be on the lineup. She was. Once
Oh,
upon
That
a
was
time.
the collab with.
that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
collab with
Rico.
Rico. But like these are like
Mm.
the guys you
Regulars.
know. If I book them, I know exactly what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So what was the thinking behind like because now you're doing that and then you're adding one complimentary person which is like your headliner. What
Mm.
was the thinking behind that?
Um. So I booked all of them before. The reason why I booked Snyder's, and it was out of even knowing that, like the way he plays.
Yeah.
Um, he looked like someone that I could mentor in the long run. He came to the base on he came to base on the 3rd of August. That was the first one I booked him for,
Mm.
and he spoke to me about this event that he wants to do. So I was like, okay, cool. That's why my mind was like, I can actually mentor this brand. Let me keep him on. As he played, I realized he's one of the guys that can open for me because he warms the crowd up quite well. And then with finding the guys that works well together, I realized I don't need to change the lineup all the time. People stopped coming for the lineup.
A
20,
long time ago.
2023, they were like past the stage of the lineup.
Mm.
They started coming because of the atmosphere, the energy.
That's the best case
100%
scenario.
That's
Yeah.
best. So now I have a question, right? So again, I'm just putting it into comparison with like other events and stuff like that. So you keep how does keeping a strict lineup help you keep your crowd, for example, energized?
Can I also? Is it similar to what like a private affair is also kind of done with? They also have the same.
Yeah, they
five
also
or
have a
six
set
guys
of
that do the
resident
same thing all
DJs.
the time.
But like with private affair and also where BAZE is going, it's like it's a set vibe, it's guaranteed, you know exactly. But also with private affair, it's like you know it's 90s, 2000s, hip hop and R&B,
I think,
straight
I think
there.
you've also got the,
With
the
BAZE
crowd
though,
that's 20. Like when I came there to your event like 2 weeks ago or last week Saturday, I saw everybody that I went to campus with, and it's that same. It's from 21 to like you're 32. It's that big range of people that don't want to go to a club. They don't want to be indoors.
they
wanna
want a
sit down
carefully
with a bottle
curated
of wine.
experience.
Yeah, bro. and
Yeah.
it's-
But like you must understand that with BAZE, it's not just it's house music, but it dabbles in a lot of sub-genres in
Yeah.
house music. So you have Snyder's with piano, you do three-step Afro, your MRB stuff. You had Leighton there last week doing deep house. So how do you balance that with keeping the same lineup and not having that fear of like your crowd being bored of seeing the same faces every time?
So to answer your question honestly, the event was about me initially
Mm.
because people used to ask me, when are you gonna play here? When are you gonna play there? And then I keep on coming to the same conclusion where you guys are asking me this question. Huh? You in the jaw, you know the promoter. Tell the promoter you got a bra that actually plays square. Why are you asking me like I can go and tell the bra I'm a DJ, put me in, coach? You know what I
You
mean?
can, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
There's so much more power in that. No,
In someone else telling
Yeah.
you, yeah.
So, but it was about what I liked, and remember when I started DJing in 2011, 2010, virtual DJ. 2012 shifted over to 300s.
Yeah, 350s.
So it was always me sitting in front of the computer, and if my head was going, then I like it. I'm sure 10 other people would like it as well. So because and I think that a lot of people forget or they don't even know that because I've been DJing for so many years, I've built trust within the North.
Yeah.
So as a whole, I've built trust in the North. That is why people will come out to my events because like I can possibly feed them anything and they will like it just because it has my stamp of approval on it. Which is also why like if Leighton plays my stuff now, even more people trust me as a brand because now this guy's playing my stuff.
Mm.
So I realized after trial and error with changing lineups all the time, paying this one X amount of money, paying that one a different amount of, like it became so much that like the experience became confusing. Then I had like 3 shit events. And that's when I realized, okay, take a step back, time to like really like decide what we're gonna do. And in order for me to get to that point, I needed to take a step back from the commercial scene, number one. Because if I really gave a shit about my brand, I will take my all my time to make sure I do this thing right. And when we hosted that on the 3rd of August, that is when I realized this is the Avengers I'm gonna use going forward. And I'm gonna try to make this thing work. And I sold the same lineup till from last year
Till
up until
today.
now.
Literally the same lineup, bro. That was the pitch and putter. Oh, that was August. My mom's birthday was in October.
So October was the Beats by End one.
October was the Beats by one that we left, that we had to leave for. Yeah.
But even like with
But
that,
that one was a
Beats by
crazy
End, like that booking was also strategic because I was like, look, I want to dabble in the house scene now and I want to flex a little bit.
one.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to book Beats by End, but also because I kind of know him, not necessarily on a personal level, but I know him, you know? So I was like, I'm going to put him on. But before I put him on, I was testing his music to see if it works. At
Oh, yeah.
BAZE.
That's
So I
smart.
first checked if it worked. And it worked, but I undersold BAZE to him. I told him, it's a small party. And
No,
The one that he did look like it was insane.
but that's a valid way. That's a valid way to sell it though, because again, anything without a sponsor that's gonna help you sell an extra 500 tickets is a small event, bro.
yeah.
You could easily pack 1,000 people in a room with your current brand, and that's cool. It doesn't change the scale of the event because you don't. It's coming out of your
Yeah.
own pocket.
Mm.
You know, that's just how I view it.
So let me ask you, if you're saying that you're building this brand now, and obviously it's from the north, do you think, just whether you think it's a flex or whether you think it's a humble opinion, do you think that you've become the go-to event in the north, and also one of the go-to house events? When I say house, I mean the umbrella of house.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a great question.
Yeah. And confident I can say it's the best party in the north. Because we only got pubs and bars, and I think there's a place in Stellenbosch that's also like as like a club, something like that. But I can go to a venue with no foot traffic, and I can bring traffic there. So
Fire.
BAZE is definitely for me in my caliber of like the guys that does events, like you Enrico's of the world, like those guys. You can, as if you know that you can pull people, and like so how I operate is I don't have promo groups, unfortunately. I don't have promo groups. I don't believe in it because number one, when I started BAZE, I wrote on a piece of paper, no influencers.
Yeah, phase.
I wrote there no influence because I know like if there's influence gonna come, she will bring or he will bring 200 people. Why? But now my next event after that, now what happens?
Mm.
know?
Is that same
You
people
become
gonna come back?
dependent on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the promo groups, I don't do it. I rather wanted to mess around with 100 people than 150, than 160.
Organic growth.
Yeah, and now I got this audience of people who literally come out because I never forced them to be there.
Yeah.
You know,
Do
like
you think also doing it at a scale like that, because you're scaling it at a rate that is, you can control what happens. Instead
Yeah,
of it being
manage
that also
50
yeah.
people to like 1,000 people,
Yeah.
you can't control that
Yeah.
scale.
But I don't even give out comms. Like I'll give my DJs comms,
Wow.
Yeah.
and I like with this event previously now, I probably gave out like 25 comms.
That's DJs included, or?
Nah, that's not DJs included. But that was because what I started doing was for people's birthdays, and I'll be like, your birthday's in the month of BAZE, like
Years to
school
come.
years of comms.
That's
Clever.
a very good loyalty
That's-
thing as well, bro.
yeah,
That's a very good.
that's
Giving a
smart.
free game
What-
here, bro.
I think
Yeah,
that
literally.
what strikes me about BAZE is it's a community event.
And that's what I wanted to speak about also. People are throwing around community like
Like
they
it's-
want like I
Yeah.
how look you telling me and it pisses me off, bro. You're telling me that you have a community.
Let's go.
You have a community, but you need a promo group to advertise. That
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you this much, no? When I post BAZE, no, I'm probably the only bro who posted. then the DJs will post afterwards.
And then everybody else.
But it's never like it's okay. My friends like they will like post, you know. But I mean
Yeah.
like people I don't know won't just so much just repost.
Yeah.
And that's what I realized.
So are you
What-
saying that's the current situation?
Well, the sort of situation I like it because it doesn't overexpose me to the wrong crowd.
I see
So
what you mean.
that's-
Okay.
He's
Because-
building a niche
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you notice what the promo groups does is they can bring anyone into your party.
Yeah.
You don't know in
they
what
bring
crowd
in,
and circles they are gonna. You know what I mean? So the fact that even like the people in the north won't necessarily post about BAZE, but they know BAZE is gonna happen
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
gonna be there.
If you think about it, right, someone that lives in Kuils River, for them to go to town or for them to go to Stellenbosch, the trip to Stellenbosch
It's
is like
shorter.
a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the one
why
I played
wouldn't
was
you?
Stellenbosch. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you look at the students that are in Stellies. If
Yeah.
they want something to do that's not in the town itself, that's like a 10-minute drive for them, bro.
Yeah.
So having BAZE in the north locks for people to go to the north because they now have something that is there.
But BAZE is
So-
also in a space where you're willing to drive in.
But I like we
I mean, I
literally.
drove, bro.
More than willing to drive in, bro.
But I was shocked when I heard that people from Turkey came to BAZE. I was like, damn.
So
Damn,
let me
bro.
ask you this. So BAZE's Instagram is currently on 1,300 followers. You yourself are on what? 2,500. And on average, the amount of people coming to your event is,
It's like 400 and something.
You have been
And that's
tracking
like-
these numbers, right?
and that's like, you know you're gonna get.
I hit my
300,
first
400.
300 last year in August. That's when I knew I need to
Excellent.
keep those guys on. I
That-
need to give them another chance and just check.
To me, that is a good ratio, because your social media isn't the thing that is driving the loyalty. Like you say, you don't have to post. The people that are going aren't necessarily posting. It's not driven around social media, so you're not dependent on that. You're not dependent on the influencers. Not dependent on the promo groups. So it's this real, organic, natural, actual support. That's priceless to me, bro. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if between myself and KANE, obviously Cave is growing massively, and it's got a combination of natural growth and social media growth. With something like right here, right now, anything I do, I can see 100 people at this event and a complete different 100 people at the next event. Like, I haven't been able to grow the community yet because I don't have either one going social media or so for you to be in that position, it's
That's a sweet spot.
extremely powerful.
Because when you do eventually get to that point of, okay, cool, I need a social media influence. Not influencer, but like influence as in like, when I post on social media, it needs to grab extra attention.
Yeah.
You can, it can spike
I like-
ridiculously. high.
I always keep this like very close to my heart, and it's about Snyder's. His post for his event last year had like 400 or something, 400 and something likes. I was at the event. There was like under 50 people there, maybe 50. And that's when I realized like,
You shot that, didn't you?
no,
What? No, I didn't.
What, 88 keys?
It wasn't 88
Vino.
keys, it was a
It was-
BAZE.
no, it was 88.
Oh, was it 88 keys?
You mean
the one
Snyder's
at,
event that he posted got 400 likes, 50
Oh,
people?
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was at Arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It
this
was
is
at-
the waiting room. This is the
waiting
first
room.
one.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when I realized, like, in my brain, I was saying to myself, like, BAZE at the time was still getting like 60, 70 likes, but
Yeah.
when the people
Yeah.
come, there's like 200
Yeah.
people there, and that's when I realized that coming from the time of before COVID, me like growing up in this industry,
Yeah.
watching all the Owens, and I'm talking about Icon put me on, Icon and Kilo Pascal, they put me on. So I got to watch them.
He's like a staple at BAZE, bro. I saw him again last week, bro.
Yeah.
Had a nice conversation with him as well. Like he's
They were the ones that introduced me to having your own events. So I got to watch, them do this, and they were like youngsters going big parties, bro.
Huge.
Keep it thick. What is the other one? Mixed
Keep It Thick
feelings.
is a crazy name.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah.
I
that
don't
was
think
that
people
That's
was
hard
two-
though. That's
two-
fire.
That's two-tone Icon.
I don't think people
Yeah.
realize like Kilo Pascal,
Casto.
Casto were like cornerstones of not just like house music, but at festivals.
They
Yeah.
were the original.
Lineup, bro.
They were the original North
Yeah.
dominators.
They even have a group called Durbanville DJs, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they.
It's
they
funny that you mentioned that.
dominated I mean,
'cause-
festivals, bro.
'cause,
Like one-day festivals.
me on Saturday, we were standing outside of Jagger with Tanner before we left. And like I wasn't paying attention to the conversation that he and Mio were having. But Mio said like, oh, it's time for her to get in a house bag. She needs to rebrand and become a house DJ because hip hop isn't paying the bills. And then Icon laughed and he was like, when he used to be like a tech house DJ, it used to wake up into festivals every weekend. Festival.
Bro, from September to February, it's a festival every single weekend.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And it's like 3,000 people, 4,000 people every single
Our culture is
weekend.
dead, bro.
And he used to play my stuff at those festivals. Like my dirty stuff back in the day.
That's actually
What type
I
of
want
stuff
to
were
know.
you making back then? Like,
Like you know that what's the guy's name? Sam Casey. I don't know.
I know their name, but I can't think of.
But he's like that. He's like tech house.
Yeah.
So I used to
That's
like
like that German dark dungeony.
Like
type.
garage house.
like,
No.
like it's like,
like Carl Watson, perfect
Yeah.
example.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a great
yeah.
example.
It's tech house,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
tech house.
Well, that actually brings me to what I wanted to ask you, because in 2022, you were standing in the crowd of like daisies, and Calvin played one of
That
your
George
songs,
Benson edit.
the George Benson.
What a edit, bro.
I wanted to find out what,
What
like,
a fucking edit.
standing there seeing, because did you know he was going to put that song
So
on?
you sent me a message on the day, you know?
I can't remember how it went. I think I was scavenging on your SoundCloud.
Yeah,
I was
and he
on
was like
SoundCloud and then I was on and I saw, and because every Daisies I try to play a little bit of local stuff. So I went on there and I was like, I'm not gonna play house music, but you were making very K-Tronada-esque type stuff at the time, and I found that I was like, yes. And then I think I told you on the day that I'm
Yeah.
gonna play it. Yeah.
It was like literally like I was packing, I think, at the time.
So I wanted to find out what's it like to be standing in the crowd, because we also put your reaction. We saw
In
it on
the-
Instagram
yeah.
like the day afterwards or something.
Yeah.
And what's it like to like stand there, being someone that's making these different remixes, your own music, and then hearing it on stage, and then fast forward now, it's being played week in, week out at different house events, at We Are Sundays. So back in 2022, did you know it was coming, and how does it feel now after you've?
Look, in the moment, nah, I was listening. I was like, yeah, I should have made it high to bitchy. But also at the back of my mind, I was like, nah, this is fuck, because like being who I am, and I'm gonna be very honest, I'm a soft Brahmin. So my dreams are a lot bigger than me. So sometimes it's very, very far fetched for a kind of guy like me. So hearing the song, playing that day, I was like, shit, okay, there's a lot more to this thing. Like, this is the yellow means around me. And everyone is going bush around me. Because I
And
was.
they don't
I
even
was-
know you made it.
Yeah, I was like, I was standing, I was like, these people don't know I made this.
What's that mean? That one
You
with
know,
the
I
black
was-
standing on the corner.
Yeah.
and people
They
But
don't know
look,
I
there
made it.
was
No,
there
I
was
can
like
use
there
this.
was northern people there that
Yeah.
also knew, but then there was like this gang of people on the other side. I'm just standing there like,
They had not a clue in
They
the
have no
fucking
idea.
world.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it was
that's
a,
a
it was
trip,
a
bro.
liquor feeling,
Yeah.
and it's like it's something that you have to experience on your own. Man.
You know,
Can't-
like talking about this, that makes me think about like our catering order set. And when we sat down, like for pre-planning, and we were like, "There's no way we can't play at least 2 or 3 of your songs in that set." And
I
still
think we had about 4 in the rough draft.
Yeah, but we play. I think we did about 3. I can't remember exactly. But the one that stood out the most was the Hey Hey.
Yeah.
And when I first heard it, I was like, "Nah, this is a must." Like,
You know, you
we
saw the
did
only
Hey
people
Hey.
that still have it. Like there's no one else.
No one
that has
else?
it. No one has it.
Was that a?
That's
did you send it to
insane.
us?
Yeah.
yeah, I still got it on my thing. I must send it to you.
Exclusives.
So the only reason I didn't put it out is because like I wasn't sure how long I was gonna dabble in 3-step.
Yeah.
But then again, like I should just put it out. Anyway.
Because There's
You're
a.
gonna go up this summer.
I actually sat with it.
Watch
I
that
sat with
thing,
our
man.
catering artist set today again, and I was just chopping up clips for like social media reels and stuff like that. And in this particular section where we play the Hey Hey remix, the roaming angle that we had cuts to like just the crowd, and there's like two people, and their reaction in the clip is like crazy. Like they can't believe what they're hearing, and I was actually so tempted to just post that today without like getting clearance from the other men. So I was like, this clip is over. I was like, nah, let me chill. But it just makes me think, man, like even that catering order lineup, for example, we spoke with people and we were trying to fish as much information as we can. And one of the questions that we asked was like, why isn't this man anywhere close to it?
We were gonna be on, and I say we. I think that James would have been on there as well. What's the guy's name? Reza. So he actually touched base with me. He told me, look, I can't speak to you over the phone. I can't message you.
Yeah.
But when I see you,
We'll
chat.
talk about it.
And then he explained to me the whole thing, but I think he said that the sponsors took over the lineup. I had a deep chat to this bro. I was drunk. I was drunk. I had a deep chat to this bro about it. And
Remember when I told you MRB had me in a chokehold?
Yeah, he said you were literally choking
Look
him.
in it. I would. It was such a
like 2
such a
hours.
constructive conversation that he would have. I think that if it had to come from anyone else, that person would have died. I was standing by the
You were
stairs.
choking him in his puss.
No, I was standing by the stairs. And this one was ready to kick me down. Bro.
No,
Well,
not at all.
Not ready to kick
Because you
me.
were talking so
No,
much.
Yeah.
I was.
I think he was mind blown. He didn't know he was going to receive that from me.
No. You know what it was, right? It's just something about me. I don't have patience for people that are drunk. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter who you are.
Nah, it genuinely
be-
doesn't.
I don't have patience for drunk people.
It genuinely
But you were
doesn't.
telling me, you were like, listen, we have to talk. And I was like, I've got all the time in the world for you.
When
bro.
you're not drunk.
But then what happened was you kept repeating the same thing over and over. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I get you, bro. I promise you, I get you. And I'm like, listen, let's link. And I think I said goodbye like 17 times, bro. But
Okay,
it was
17
a
is so
great conversation,
specific.
bro. Like, and the thing is, it's not the first time that we've had a very real discussion between the two of us. I think that's the type of relationship we have, where it's just blunt, straight to the point. Not trying to sugarcoat shit, and like I appreciate that, and obviously it comes out even more when you're drunk. So
Yeah.
shout out.
Because look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have been able to have a conversation with you if I didn't take that risk last year.
Yeah.
Because then I'm talking just out of the bag of shit.
Yeah.
I need to be able to tell you, listen, I took a step back in order to get into the right circle, and it worked.
Yeah.
So and when people talk about rebranding and all of those things, like because I said like again, your mother's like top-notch marketer, so branding is not a tangible thing; it's a feeling.
Yeah.
And you can't just come out and say, "Hey, I'm this person
Yeah.
now." I had to
I-
go quiet.
I got something for that, but it's fine.
My mom preaches that when you brand yourself, it's not just supposed to be what people see you as. It's you need to love that brand. Like that needs to be you. In
So-
and out.
So again, I said before the pod, if I ask you something and we talk about it and it needs to be cut, you can let me know. We can let us know. But like, let's just look at the Daisies lineup, for example, right? We're looking at now this year. We're looking at something like branding, for example, and how you carry yourself throughout the year. Because like Kremlin and I have always made a specific point of reference, especially when it comes to Daisies, but also just festivals in general, that you need to have a very competitive and dominant year to get noticed, regardless of what you're
I think
aspiring to.
I agree with you. I think that's what it should.
A big summer into June, September. You
Yeah.
need to be doing
You know,
shit.
you need to be
Yeah.
doing shit. Whether you shifting culture, for example, with BAZE, putting people on, creating a platform, building a community.
Putting on music
I
on
use
top of all
I
of
use
that.
the cave as a reference
Real.
for that, building a community, shifting culture, putting people on, giving people experiences. I've built a brand with KANE. People know what to expect, what they're gonna listen to, and what they're gonna get from me, and that sort of thing, right? And you're looking at, for example, some of the names on the lineup, and you kind of look at it from a perspective of like, okay, cool. What did you do for the broader part of the calendar year that merits that call up. You know, if you put yourself in this situation now, for from January all the way through to September, you could probably list about 10 different things that you've done that is valid / worthy of a call up, right? So now you're looking at someone who has done nothing, for example, and I don't want to say I'm using nothing as a loose term. They haven't done anything noteworthy for 9 months, right? And then they hit a rebrand, they drop an EP, and then boom, they're on the lineup.
I mean, making music and dropping an EP is
Yeah, but you must
it's
understand.
still work. I
It's
think there's,
work, yes.
there's different levels to maybe somebody that hasn't done shit.
No,
Like
but this is
hasn't
what
done
I'm saying.
gigging, hasn't
But
done
that's what he
shit.
said.
I'm
He's saying the
genuinely
person
saying that.
hasn't done anything for
This
9
person
months,
hasn't
10
done
Yeah, yeah.
shit, bro. And it's someone that I actively follow, someone that I look at, and I'm like, okay, cool. Where's the work being done? And they haven't done shit, bro. And they are the king of rebrands. They rebranded again. They dropped an EP, and then boom, lineup.
I think what he's asking is it fair someone
Like, is it fair?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't follow Rock in the Days anymore. My attention shifted from that last year. But I get where you're coming from. But also, I don't think I've done enough. But I'm always gonna play that card because like you heard me earlier when I said something, and I was like, I don't get call ups for this. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm always gonna play that because like I'm not really the type of person to be like, nah, I deserve this because so and so and so and I did all. I don't do that. But I know also why I haven't gotten that call up yet because remember I'm teasing all of you Owens on Instagram with my music, but I'm not putting it out yet. So how can someone book me but they don't know they can't go listen to my music?
I message you a lot on Instagram saying,
Like you
release,
told me, I'm
drop
like,
this,
I'm like,
put it out.
I'm just teasing the
Yeah,
Owens.
bro.
What a crazy analogy to use, bro.
So for me, and I understand why I didn't get the call up yet. But then again, I've been patient with myself because like there's one song that Leighton has and only he has it and everyone is asking for it. But it's literally a song I sent him last year in November and I was like,
Play
you
it
know what,
and
let me know what you think.
Mm.
I was actually hoping for like him to play it at the festival, the We House Festival. That's when I was hoping he was gonna play it. Didn't play it. But then like I said, I've learned a lot during that time of knowing when to play things, knowing your place on a lineup. So, and he explained to me like that song is very difficult to play. Like you can't just play it at any time of the event.
And from someone like him who has played openers, closing sets, headline
Yeah.
sets, setting a headliner up, like he has experience.
Like I couldn't even play before him at BAZE because I know my music doesn't thrive at 9 o'clock. At BAZE specifically, it doesn't thrive at 9 o'clock. I wanted him like all my lineups or all my headliner acts to play at 11 o'clock till 12 or half past 12 because he played an hour and a half set. I told Ryan to play before him because I told him, but I can't do it. If I'm gonna do it, chances are I'm gonna fuck it up. And the thing is, what I've learned also is that who you put on before your headliner can either put the event back 2 hours or it can put it back or put it forward as it should be. I've learned that like in the it's difficult to explain it, but that's also why you need to have the right DJs playing at the right time.
I was gonna ask, does that also come with whoever you put before the headliner? Are you picking that person thinking they can handle this?
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna get nervous or scared or
Like Ryan also is close with Leighton, so I assume that he has been to more events that Leighton played at in the past, which is why I could be like, I don't need to open up for this, bruh, because I got a team of people that is equipped to do the job. So why do I need to put myself in a compromised position where I can mess things up, where I can just give it to someone that has more experience than me? So that's why I say just knowing your place. I also didn't want Snyders to play after Leighton because because remember he plays on a piano, but it's still a commercial crowd. So what's gonna happen after Leighton? Now everyone start clapping hands almost as if you know what I mean. Whereas if I'm on, I can I can go back down or I can come up. But also because we passed away, I did a little tribute for him as well, played a voice note. So it was the perfect time for him to get his praise, his claps, and for people to appreciate what he just did, because that is also a strategic move for BAZE. That was now the final stamp of approval that this is where we're heading now.
Mm.
And with me, that is the first time BAZE, well, not the first time we had a mic, but the first time I ever spoke on a mic at BAZE, because I felt that I had to do it.
Yeah.
Vivo has been instrumental in the foundation of BAZE. Like his character sits within the foundation. That's why I say it's a personal brand. And it used to be about me, but it's not anymore. It's actually, since April, it became bigger than me. But I had to take a step back for this particular event just to give Vivo his flowers, because I was the only one that gave him a space or a playground to play whatever games he wanted to play. No one ever came to him and was like, play Stephen Campbell, please.
To be fair,
Yo.
I never heard of Viewer until I went to BAZE. And that was where I would see him. And then from there, I would be, okay, if he was in a lineup, it's a good DJ. You know what I mean? So BAZE also,
And he came before my time, way before my time.
I would have never known that, bro. I would have never ever known
That's
that.
after, from what I know, when I started BAZE in 2022, that's when we got to call up to Sip and Joe.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
don't think that they would have really known about us if it wasn't for me to put us on. So, but deep there, it's what I
Nah, it's deep, bro. Cause like even like from just like knowing Viewer, honestly, like one of the most cheerful guys I've ever met in my life. Whenever you see him, it's a big smile and it's a handshake and it's a how you doing, and it's not like one of those passing bys like how you doing. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a solid like Kegi, I haven't seen you since the last time I played here, my bro. How are you doing? Let's talk.
And when I say that his character is built within the foundation, it's because at the base, he's always communicating with the people. And he has his
That's
base
very
and he has
true.
his base top on. So he's literally talking from a brand perspective to the people. Which is also why with me, you don't see me in a VIP area or whatever. I'm talking to the men on the floor. There was one day one of my friends got a message and they were like, um, there was a random brass speaking to me, but it was also on the lineup. So they're like, yeah, it's the Bravo event.
But that's dope about BAZE though. That's dope about BAZE. There is no such thing as a VIP.
Yeah.
And it's the same analogy that I kept for the cave is like, what is this of VIP, bro? If you want to talk to your favorite artist, there's no reason why you can't do that,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, there is some people that really just want privacy, but like even with
Yeah.
like with Leighton, for example, he didn't want that where he's cornered with,
Mm.
because that's not who he is at Weas. He comes in with his bag, does what he needs to do, and then he goes and plays.
I hate that shit, bro. It's weird.
VIPs.
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird,
It's
bro.
very weird.
Genuinely weird,
It
bro.
actually ruins the fun of events and
Yeah.
parties, bro.
Look, there, I'm not gonna lie, nah, playing at Destiny was like the first premium place that I played at, where the VIP actually was like VIP, you know.
Oh, because you're coming from a different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come from a
that's
different
why.
door, yeah.
So that was cool for me at the time. And then I, this one day, so there was an event there. I went, but I went to the normal section.
General door.
Yo, my brother, man, so was waiting me with drinks and stuff. So I was like, this peasant section, nah. Nah. Now I know.
Peasants is crazy.
Now I know why it is better to be in the VIP.
Look, that's obviously why something like VIP was created, man. But then I also have this belief that VIP shouldn't be accessible via tickets. You shouldn't be able to buy it. You shouldn't be able to buy a ticket into VIP. If you want to be into, if you want to get into VIP, buy a table. Buy a table, hit the minimum spend. But now the fact that you can go and you can get a 300 Rand VIP ticket at the door.
This went from community events to ballers and bottles.
But
You
that's
know,
that's
like,
the whole
thank God.
that's the whole conversation. It's about the commercialization of our industry,
And that's
bro.
also why I didn't like when when the bottle game became a thing.
Mm.
Yo,
I've
fuck
never
this bottle
bought a
game,
bottle
bro.
in the club before. I never ever had to.
Mm.
But that is why I was like with BAZE. I just wanted to be in such a way that you can still have your bottles and whatever, but no one's gonna mess on
Not
you,
a
man.
priority. Yeah.
And you don't need to feel as if you must now wear your most expensive clothes. Like this one, but I asked, bro,
Fabiani
can we
and
come? Can we come in a shorts? I'm like, bro, come as you are, my brother. Like
Fire.
that's literally I can't. One time I went to Disney, I played on a Thursday, and if my hair's not done, I have a cap on, but my hair's too long for a cap now. And I wanted to go, and I told the brother, look, yeah, I have my hair's not done. And he's like, nah, you must take your cap off.
That time you might just say,
Like,
nah, I'm a
no,
DJ, then they let you in, pal.
Nah, like literally, I was like, I'm gonna play and whatever, and that's like me on brand, man. Like,
Mm.
I need to be as comfortable as I am to play,
Yeah, very
because
true.
now I'm gonna be cognizant of my hair,
And it's gonna qual you.
yeah.
Yeah, face. Anything before we hop into Brody's foreplay?
Oh, Brody's foreplay. Yes, of course we
we
are,
have to
man.
do Brody's
This is-
foreplay. Nah, we
yes,
do.
man,
We
what do you mean?
have to.
Okay, well, there is one more question.
I'll still have a question.
Let's do two
I
more.
just have one question.
Yeah, go for it, JJ.
Oh, I just want MRB to explain the whip. Like, man pulled up. If you appreciate cars the way I do now, I didn't know who this guy was, but like, whew, I know you washed your car today, but damn, bro, just give us a breakdown. The wheels, the
Please,
I know it's a
Brody.
Corolla, but like,
Okay, please put a picture of his car at the bottom.
now we don't need that.
Nah, we do. Because now people are gonna wonder what this man's car look like.
Then pull up to an event and watch him pull up though. You know,
Pull up and
show
pull
up,
up.
bro. Yeah.
Nah, look, I put that drum on in the beginning of the year, in January, bro. And I've actually felt quite proud because we put on new wheels in January.
Fair.
That's a flex,
Kegi,
bro.
we went from niche experience events to bowler clubs to Kegi, what's on your car wheels?
Nah, and look, it's not actually my car, but dad's car. So, yeah. I mean, I don't want to get myself into debt. I'm still young. Wow.
I hear that.
Adjacent,
not,
young
Young
adjacent.
adjacent.
But as a colored appreciating
take that
another
one
colored, it's only shoes and cars that I would give a colored.
Look,
appreciating.
I got no
Not say
style,
a couple of
bro.
months ago, Joe, you wear Jordans, you're so colored, bro.
He did say that.
In
Yeah.
a-
Now
no,
he's,
no,
now he's
but-
like,
but-
oh, I'm proudly colored.
Nah.
Yeah, you whitewashed,
He
pal.
literally said in Disney, I hate colored people, bro. He said it, bro.
Live, leave that live and direct.
Nah, I don't even have style, bro. I only got style like last month. Nah, literally. I'm not even lying.
What do you mean you got star last
Uh,
month?
Last month. I'm gonna share something, guys. So I'm gonna add.
Yes.
So, but that's about it. What I'm gonna say.
Is that what you're celebrating?
In next month?
Okay.
Well, but I celebrated this weekend.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
else at the party knew.
Okay.
I just had the party for
Are you gonna
myself.
send it to us?
The ad.
Yeah.
Well, it must still come out.
No, but like when it comes out,
Is it like a
is it like a TV ad or like a?
what?
Nah, it's. I don't know where they're gonna plug it,
Oh.
but it's for.
Oh, okay, nah. We don't need to. Yeah.
Okay,
Say
okay.
less.
Say less. Shout out, bro. So there's a clip on your IG here of apartment life. You know, apartment life on YouTube. Obviously, massive YouTube party, and it's it's one of the DJs playing your "What You Won't Do" edit with Bra. Firstly, who's Bra?
Brandon.
It's you.
It's me.
So you say MRB and Bra edit.
Yeah.
You fucking
That's-
fool.
So is that your alter ego?
But he said it's a collab.
No, like
MRB
it's
Bra.
because MRB's house
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
Bra's
yeah,
like
yeah.
this person that nobody knows.
Got you.
that just does whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just gonna just so that everyone can hear what I'm talking about. It's the like baile funk kind of vibe.
Oh, with the
Yeah. So I mean, that's that's just one of the things that you can literally celebrate your victories for. So your music's being played out by some of your favorite DJs, playing out all over the world. And I think my question is something we've discussed a few times already, is the fact that there are so many people, your MRBs, Surreal Sessions, Azo Clutches of the world, that are making this global impact, but they're not reaping the rewards of that reach, I don't even know if I have a question here, but I just like
Nah,
what
that-
are
that-
your thoughts on that?
Shit pisses me off, bro.
Look with me, I got a lot of patience, but I also don't.
Nah, you
well, there you
brother,
go.
you've been patient for like since
And
2011,
you know, but
bro.
look, can I just like reroute? So from what you're saying now, this year a lot of doors have opened, like a
Mm.
lot.
Mm,
But I needed to lose something for that to happen.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I've
get
been
something crazy now.
I've been knocking on Warehouse's door for years, but the years that I've been knocking, my music didn't make sense for me to be there.
Mm.
I was at Warehouse the weekend of my birthday. I popped in late and gave me a ticket to come, so I had to go. You know, you can't if someone gives you a free ticket, bro.
Yeah, you gotta show
You
up.
have to show up. But I showed up a bit late, and
Daddy.
excuse the pun, I did show up a bit late. So what happened was Ryan called me and he was like, "You're not gonna see it later unless I take you to him." And then I was like, "Okay, cool." He takes me to this room,
They have the back office.
Yeah.
Yeah, the room.
and he
yeah.
sits there. And
Calm down, Brody. We know
you
you.
got
we know you've been in
we
the
know.
VIP. Sorry, man.
We know, Brody.
So I walk in and then in my mind, literally, it's like the spark just went up. I was like, "Shit, this door just opened, bro."
Mm.
Like a physical
You know
door.
that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Bruh, that's
An
literally what
actual
happened.
door.
And you know what? What happened after that? So he was like, "Where were you, bruh?" And thinking he's, I think it's gin and Raleigh and thinking, why? He's like, "Nah, I played your song earlier." And I was like,
Wait, was that the Wii House, the 10-year
"No,
anniversary?
no, no. It was March. The 10-year was after March."
I was there I was there in March
played-
and the birthday.
yes.
You did it at
So-
both ones.
To see this happening, you know, and I said this to ETS as well. I told him to EB that to all of the guys that's getting these small big bags, I'm happy for everyone getting
Mm.
bags, but I won't mind sacrificing these small bags for the greater bag. So all the stuff that's been happening now has been happening like on the clock. Doors are opening.
Mm.
My music's being played in spaces that I've always wanted it to play in. So I know I'm moving forward. I'm not where I was last year. So I think that even with like Azo, he knows he's on some shit right now. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but when it does, it's gonna be worthwhile. So real stations as well. I get quiet, bro.
Sure,
I get with them specifically, because I told them when you guys go overseas, like talk to other people's managers, bro. Like
always come pick
like-
me up that beat.
put me in, coach. Like you know what I mean.
Mm.
Get connected, but they're also guys that's humility is 100%.
Mm.
Yeah.
They don't mind, like, and that for me is what kind of makes
Dude,
us
I
a little
feel
bit
like-
different.
I feel like that's a problem though. I feel like because like I saw a quote today on Instagram that says, "No matter how big you are, DJs never stop hustling." And I feel like it's a subconscious thing that happens to everybody, where you feel like you've hit a certain level, or you've done a certain thing, and you're like, "Okay, cool, I can stop, or I can
Mhm.
chill, and like things will come." But that's not the case, bro. Like for example, now if you're out there, you in Europe or you wherever, you should be doing that. You should be going
Yeah.
out there and you should be saying like, "Ah, wait, who's your management team? Let me pitch
Mhm.
myself."
But that's me. Like that's one thing that I've learned. If you got a job, go and see if there's more work. Like that's the
Mm.
point
Yeah.
of being out there. That's why I always try to spend a little bit more time at events. I don't know who I'm gonna meet. I
Mm.
met this bro and then I booked him. We met me and then I booked him.
Fairs.
Yeah, they said in the podcast like last year that Foreplay will perform at BAZE.
I know. I heard that. I watched that episode.
Fairs. We did say
Yeah.
Foreplay could.
Can I do Brody's foreplay?
When you get a sponsor, hit us up.
Yeah. Quick, with no explanation, your top 5 South African producers. Any genre, any vibe,
In no
whatever.
particular order.
No order, just top 5.
Azo, Naidu, Pando G. Fuck. Who else is there? Dawson. Pierre Johnson.
Shout out. Thank you. MRB, thank you, bro. Appreciate your
Yeah.
time.
Thanks for
man.
having me, guys.
It was
Thank you.
very
It was
very
fun.
I feel like we got to know each other even more now. Just the way you're thinking
1000%.
about things. It's very clear that you have a vision. It's very clear that you have a certain attitude and mindset that you're applying to everything you're doing. And it's evident now in the work and everything that's happening. So I wish you all the best, bro. And I really hope you get everything that's coming your way sooner than later.
Can I just add one more thing?
Yeah.
No.
Please be intentional about the stuff that you do. Stop just doing stuff for the sake of doing it. But that's
Amen.
for everyone.
The difference with me
You
is
looked
when
at
I'm
Brodi.
doing, I'm doing like I do it like I do it for TV.
Yes, sir.
Ow, ow, ow.
Shout out, guys. Thank you to Quena Music,
And
Eminem
Eminem.
Studio, Eminem. What's this place called again?
Eminem Music. Eminem.
No.
Eminem Music Academy.
Yes.
Home of the DJ school.
Over the Eminem Pro DJ Academy. Listen, while we're on the topic, we need students.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
students.
Does nobody want to DJ all of a sudden? There's a million DJs
No one
and
on
now
the-
nobody
no
wants
one
to
on the
learn.
pay how to learn how to DJ.
Yeah. Come learn how to do it properly, guys.
Oh,
Learn how
sorry.
to do
No
it
one wants to
properly.
learn how to DJ properly.
Yeah, that's the. Hey,
Oh.
Bleep that. Bleep that.
next time.
Bleep
Peace.
that.